So I'm just going to talk now a little bit about project planning and sort of how. So I'm going to get into a little bit of the nitty-gritty of how we kind of develop like a SaaS product, and I'll sort of show you the bits of the customer happiness system. How we plan in the software world is probably how you plan for most things, really. We start with lists. We start with brainstorming sessions. We start with ideas scrawled on napkins, and it becomes something else. Over the period of time, I always take a picture of. I've got probably about 100 pictures of whiteboard sessions. The reason I take a picture is because what happens to a whiteboard? It gets rubbed out. So there's always a record of what we talked about, and this is really important, keeping a record. This one, we were debating, I think we were debating a good gateway for payment. What we wanted to do is, I know we wanted to kind of track customers from the point of payment all the way through to becoming users. And we were looking at payment gateways. So that's what this list, and easy ways. We needed a quick way of building one. We needed one within like a week. So we didn't want to do one from scratch. We said, okay, right, what are we going to do? We're going to look at these three things. Taxamo all came because of this VATMOS thing, which means that unfortunately now, if you're taking electronic payments from the internet, you have to effectively charge the VAT of the country in which it was purchased. So if someone from France buys your product, you have to apply French VAT. If someone from Spain, same thing, Spanish VAT. So it's a nightmare. So you've got to track where these people come from. You've got to get their location. You've got to verify it. You've probably seen it. Has anyone used like, anyone sort of bought anything online recently and it's come with a box that said, we think you're based in the UK, and you have to go, yeah, I am in the UK. They've got a system now where they have to verify where you live, and that system all comes out of VATMOS, but that's Taxamo. Anyway, I'm digressing a little bit, but the point is that whiteboard sessions are crucial in any kind of project planning. Project planning, it always starts with, it used to be called brainstorming. I think someone said that's not PC anymore. It's like, is it mind mapping or? But this one was when we were kind of talking about NPS and kind of how, and we were talking about various things. So we were talking about email receipts, maybe if they kind of input via an API or a text, and kind of this is ways into a survey. So obviously you can get an email survey, but it could be an SMS survey. So we were kind of debating that, but it always starts like this. Once you've got a million ideas, unfortunately, you have to whittle them down to a few really good ones that you're going to actually implement. And this is where you would come up with what you call a specification document. A specification document literally goes through all the features of the application that you're going to build. So this is kind of related to the customer happiness system, but this is the next stage of where we think that's going to be, which is a product we call at the moment it's called the Bridge. It's not really a good name, it's just a kind of code name at the moment because we don't really know what to call it. But the Bridge is going to be a live chat platform that you can also integrate with your website. So as well as doing surveys, it's going to be kind of live chat. So what we want to create ultimately is a full-on kind of customer experience management platform, or a CEM rather than a CRM. And part of that is going to be things like live chat and feeding in SMS and all that kind of stuff into the application. So this specification document is all about that. And here we kind of say, right, what's the user going to do? Functionally, what do we need it to achieve? And structurally, what kind of things do we need to build in order to achieve those functions to basically to achieve that, so that user's going to achieve that goal. So that's a very loose specification. So it's this kind of second stage.